We're good. All right, team, we're doing a push-up. The ever hard to achieve push-up on the floor. We'll look at the technique down here, and I'm going to show you how to make it a little bit easier for yourself. The push-up, in the same way as the pull-up, isn't an arm movement, it's a shoulder movement. Lots of people will try and scrunch into their neck and then use their elbows to get them all the way down. You don't need me to tell you that that is bad. It looks bad. It looks unhealthy. It looks like shit's going to snap, which isn't what we want. So, the scapular push-up starts to teach us how to use the shoulder blades, not the elbows. So you're going to get on your hands and knees and then try and keep your elbows as straight as possible. Rotate them to face forward and then try and push the floor away from you, rounding your back a little bit. From there, you're going to keep the elbows in that position, but let the chest come as close to the floor as possible. And just do some reps in that position. If you can start to take the load of the whole body weight, you can do that as well. Don't prioritize that though. Prioritize the movement and then make it hard with weight as you get stronger at it. The shoulders not also want to move up and down. They want to stay in this down towards the hip position for the entire movement. So if you feel as though you're getting up into your neck, you want to keep them down here. If it's too hard on the floor, we can use a box to make that a bit easier. When I do a push-up on the floor, I've probably got 70% of my body weight going through my hands and about 30% going through my legs. You can't change that. Usually, people would go to doing them on their knees to make them easier. But I'm not a big fan of that because it takes away the core demand. I now don't have to hold this hard position. And it also changes how it affects my shoulders. On my knees, I'm much more likely to have to scrunch up into my neck at the bottom. It's hard to keep my shoulders down there. It's also not all scalable. There is no way of getting from the knees to the feet slowly. You just have to try it one day, which is a bit ridiculous. A box lets us bring our body weight more into the feet and makes it a little bit easier in the arms. So if you're in the gym, get one of the plyo boxes. The easiest one you could do would be this way around and then popping your hands on the edge of the box. Everything we already know about a push-up, keeping the core tight, keeping the shoulders down, and then driving the whole way. Getting your chest to touch. I'm neither tucked nor flared. I'm in what I like to call this little arrow shape, where I can get nice and tight with my shoulders and then drive back up to the top. When that gets too easy, i.e. 15 reps, go one lower. When that gets too easy, go one lower. And then you've got the options of going down through the boxes until you get to the floor. So again, it's scalable. It's the exact same position as a push-up on the floor. And it should mean that you're able to get to the floor quite quickly. And then when you want to start flirting with the floor, the very last step is doing negatives, where you can find your position, slowly control the whole way down, and then do the worm to get back up. And then eventually, bang, you'll get your first push-up.